I'm happy to have in studio this morning and every Monday right around this time, the director of the Mason County Economic Development Council. It's Lynn Longan. Good morning.
Good morning.
You were at the Little Creek Casino this past Thursday for the since return to Mason County 2016 Regional Innovation Expo. How did it all turn out? I stopped by. It looked like there was a lot of folks there.
Yes, we had record attendance, about 400.
Wow.
Just a little bit shy of 400.
Okay.
And then there were walk-ins, so it probably was 400. 38 exhibitors. We normally average about 250 attendees, and we normally average about 20 to 25 exhibitors.
So maybe a double from years gone by.
It was fantastic. It was fabulous. And already a lot of the people who are putting it on are talking about, doing it again.
Hey,
here.
That's great.
So,
what were some of the takeaways that you got and people were getting as well?
Right. So it always amazes me. I'm just going to kind of tell on myself a little bit. The Economic Vitality Index is the 5 executive directors of the EDCs, and we each tell about what's going on in our region. Mm-hmm. And Jeff Rounce, moderates it. And I always think people have to be tired of hearing from us, right? And it always gets the highest marks on the surveys. It just, so people really are still looking what is going on in these counties and how they differ from each other, which, and some of the similarities. So that was a good thing, I believe. And then also to hear from economists. He's Bill Connerly. Uh-huh. He's a great economist. He is serious. He's got, but he also adds a little bit of humor to it to keep it light. And he kind of breaks it down a little bit so the layman can understand what's
that's
happening.
Important. A lot of times those things are just very tech speak.
Right.
And you just kind of walk away going, well, I think it's good, dude.
Yeah, some of them are snoozers. Yeah. And you think, I didn't understand a word he said. But he really keeps it simple but at the same time gives you a good, meaningful economic forecast. So I thought that was really good. And then the breakout sessions. The breakout sessions were amazing.
Okay.
So the one that I moderated was the cannabis discussion, the 502 discussion. We had someone there from the Association of Washington Cities to talk about how the taxes are distributed. I was really surprised to find out that the cities and the counties they get very, very little of the taxes.
And that was a change, I believe. At the onset, there wasn't any really going.
Even with what they're getting now, it just amazes me, the pittance that they're getting.
Really?
Yes. So Mason County, I think, gets $27,000. I mean, and
we've got some of the biggest producer growers in the whole state here.
Yes. And the city of Shelton gets, I think, about 17,000, 16 or 17 is what I remember without having the numbers in front of me. But this is out of a projected $730 million to the state. Not coming from Mason County, but total statewide $730 million this industry is generating in taxes.
Is there some agreement in the region, the 5 counties, that there should be some changes with this, and maybe that's what you're going to talk with the legislatures and the send-offs?
So I didn't really hear that. I asked Association of Washington Cities what they're planning on doing, and they're planning on fighting to keep what they have, because I don't want to say that that's the end all, because this following year, 2017, so this year they had $6 million to split amongst all the counties and all the cities that are partaking.
Okay.
Next year they're going to have $30 million, and then 2018 it goes back to $20 million. So I don't know what's going to be done between now and then, but I would think the cities and counties should get together and, especially after 2017 and 2018, start really fighting to get a bigger chunk of that pie.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So that really amazed me. And then we had a grower, the new grower that's going to the IT Rainier building, showed up, and he talked about what it's been like trying to get open. Right now he's got over $3 million invested in the building. By the time he's done and gets operational, he thinks it'll be about $8 million. So it's a lot of money. One of the things that I pointed out and asked and pointed out to the room was, so we're not getting a whole lot of the taxes here, but there's still an economic benefit. How many jobs are we talking?
Sure.
They're talking about what did he say? I think he said about 200 jobs possibly. And these are all above median wage.
Yeah.
So we're talking jobs, and we're talking, excuse me, the B&O taxes and the other taxes that do go back. So all the equipment, everything that he's doing to renovate, the taxes do come back into the city.
Wow. Did you hear from any of the cities or areas that have decided not to embrace the 502 comeback money, or
so
some areas?
Of the way the taxes work, there is a bill that prohibits any of the cities that have said they're not going to allow it. They don't get any of those taxes at all. So they're not figured into the formula.
Right, but was there anyone there that said, we've decided not to do this, and it's been either a benefit, or now we're looking and seeing maybe it's
No, there wasn't.
Okay.
And I don't know of any actual cities in our 5-county region. I'm not saying there aren't, but I don't know of any.
The closest one I can think of is Fife, but I don't know, and that's
Pierce
obviously
County.
That's Pierce County. Huh. Well, that's really encouraging then.
Yeah.
And as people walked away, they all thought good stuff, and they came away with some ideas.
I was a little nervous about it. In the past, we've decided we shouldn't have this conversation. It's too soon to have this conversation. This is the first year we've had the conversation. I was really encouraged by the questions that were asked, by the attitude in the room. It was like, they just were looking at it, this is a business, and it was time to have the conversation. So I was really impressed with that. We had standing room only in the room.
Wow.
People kept trying to come in and turned around and left because it wasn't even room to stand against the wall. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
You got some busy things going on this week, some luncheons and some socialization. What are we talking about here?
So Wednesday we're going to have an economic gardening lunch.
Okay.
We have a business that's been through the economic gardening program that's going to be there to tell us what it's been like, what did they get out of it. And we have a couple representatives from the Department of Commerce who are also going to be there to tell us more about what their role is and how this is going on statewide. And that is 11 o'clock, the doors open, 11:30, food served up at the PUD.
Okay.
RSVP to Karin at 426-2276. And then Friday night, we have our board social, and we'd love for the public to come join us, meet your new board members. And that is at 4 o'clock at the Colonial House.
Oh, fun. Okay.
4 to 7, and it's open house style. Okay. So there's no program. Just come, anytime between those hours, and we'll have hors d'oeuvres and wine and
good times.
Good times.
All right. You can find out this calendar and the rest of the calendar through the rest of the year and into next year at choosemason.com. That's the website to the Economic Development Council of Mason County, of which Director Lynn Longan is a part of. Thank you for coming in this morning, obviously, and good information from the expo, and I look forward to hearing more about it as we kind of move forward and people really start to comprehend what they were talking about.
Right.
Very neat. Very cool.
Do you know you have access to the fastest internet in Washington State? Switch to iFiber Communications right now and take advantage of our special offers. Pay only $29.95 for 100 megabit high-speed internet, or get 3 months of internet absolutely free. That's right, $29.95 for 100 megabit speeds or 3 months of internet free. Shop, stream, and game like never before with iFiber Communications high-speed internet. Call 360-427-4000 or check us online at ifiber.tv. Subject to credit approval, valid on a 24-month contract.